Hi, Bedtime Book Club friends. How are you? I'm Miss Heather. I'm with the Children's Museum of Green Bay, and this is Bedtime Book Club. We are a bedtime book club because you watching, you pick all of the magical books. You sure do. We have read hundreds of books, and I have loved each and every one of them. So if you have a request, please go ahead and email us. You can do that through Facebook, at the Children's Museum of Green Bay's Facebook page, or at Books with Miss Heather, both on Instagram and on Facebook. Or just say hi. We would love to hear from you. So with you picking all these books, we have all of these amazing Beyond the Stories where we bring the stories to life, and you can see some of that content as well. It's really fun when you love a book to bring it to life, I think. I work at the Children's Museum of Green Bay, like I shared, and we have some really fun stuff coming up for Halloween. So I hope that you also visit those pages to see some of those fun activities. We have 7 days of Halloween. So I would love to see your costumes and know what you're going to be and have you join us at some of those fun, not only story times, but events that we have at the museum. Sure do. Will you sing with me? Should I tell you what tonight's story is first? Silly me. Tonight's story is called After the Fall, and it's written by Caldecott Medal winner Dan Santak. And our publisher, on the side, it's a logo, so I have to open up the inside of the book to see who made this book. Inside this book, we have Roaring Book Press, and we want to thank them not only for making this beautiful book, but thank our author and everyone involved for allowing us to read the story to you. And if you love it as much as we do, and I think you're going to, go ahead and add it to your library. It also makes a really, really great gift. I think so. And tonight's story, does this guy look familiar? That's Humpty Dumpty. And we know his story, don't we? He sat on a wall and he had a great fall. Well, this is what happens after he fell down. I can't wait to share it with you. Before we get started, we have to sing, and I have to tell you something. I tell you this each and every week, and I mean it more and more each and every week. What is it? I'm so very proud of you. I am. I think that you are the most unique human ever. There is no one just like you. And you know what? You, my friend, you matter. Sure do. So please don't ever forget that. And just be you. Promise? Okay. Sing with me. If you're ready to read the story, clap your hands. If you're ready to read the story, clap your hands. If you're ready to read the story, then you'll really want to hurry. If you're ready to read the story, clap your hands. If you're ready to read the story, please sit down. If you're ready to read the story, please sit down. If you're ready to read the story, then you'll really want to hurry. If you're ready to read the story, please sit down. I ran out of breath there. I'm going to need a little drink. I have something called allergies. That means that something in the air makes my nose all sniffly. Something is making me sniffly. Let's get started. Sniffly. It's an official word. No. After the fall. How Humpty Dumpty got back up again. This is the cover. That's him falling. I think you're going to love this. Okay, here we go. Here we go. My name is Humpty Dumpty. This was my favorite spot, high up on the wall. I know, it's an odd place for an egg to be, but I loved being so close to the birds. Then, one day, I fell. I'm sort of famous for that part. Folks call it the Great Fall. which sounds a little grand. It was just an accident, but it changed my life. Famous wall. Fortunately, all the king's men managed to put me back together. Well, most of me. There were some parts that couldn't be healed with bandages and glue. After that day, I became afraid of heights. Way up high. Heights, yeah. I was so scared that it kept me from enjoying some of my most favorite things. It looks like he's having to grab cereal from the bottom shelf instead of the top shelf because he's afraid to go up. I walked past the wall every day, and I would think about climbing that ladder again. I really missed the birds and being high above the city. But I could never do it because I knew that accidents can happen. I eventually settled for watching the birds from the ground. It wasn't the same, but it was better than nothing. Then one day, an idea flew by. What is that? Paper airplane. Making planes was harder than I thought. It was easy to get cuts and scratches. But day after day, I kept trying and trying. Until I got it just right. My plane was perfect, and it flew like nothing could stop it. I hadn't felt that happy in a long time. It wasn't the same as being up in the sky with the birds, but it was close enough. Unfortunately, accidents happen. What do you think happened? What do you think happened to his paper bird? They always do. It got away. I think it got away. I almost walked away again. But then I thought about all the time I spent working on my plane and all the other things I'd missed. I decided I was going to climb that wall. But the higher I got, the more nervous I felt. I didn't want to admit it. I was terrified. What does terrified mean? It's an emotion. It means you're scared. He was scared. Our ladder. I didn't look up. I didn't look down. I just kept climbing, one step at a time. Until I was no longer afraid. Is he on top of that wall? He is. His hands are up. Yay! Look at He did it. Can you believe he did it? Maybe now you won't think of me as that egg who is famous for falling. Quick, 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 quick. All the cracks here. Hopefully, you'll remember me as the egg who got back up. He's so happy. He's so happy. And I learned how to fly. Look at that. Did you catch that? I learned how to fly. What shape was he? Humpty Dumpty is an egg. And what is inside of eggs? He flew. He flew away. His shell cracked. I'm going to hug this book. One of my new favorites. I hope it's one of your favorites. So Humpty Dumpty fell down. And as scared as he was, he got back up and he tried again. And what happened? He was so happy for trying again. I love that story. And I hope if you fall down, because sometimes we do, you can get back up and do it again and try again. And you never know what magic will happen. Sometimes I do that with, like when I learned how to ride my bike. Are you learning how to ride your bike? Or did you learn to ride your bike? Yeah. Sometimes you fall down. You get right back up. Thank you so much for reading with me. I absolutely love our story times together. Again, if you have a book request, please let me know. I never would have found out about this book unless someone had suggested it. True story. I'm Miss Heather. I'm with the Children's Museum of Green Bay. Before you go to bed tonight, please make sure to put on your nice cozy pajamas. Brush those gorgeous teeth of yours. Yeah, we love your smile, so we want you to brush your teeth. And please, have the most sweet sleeps. Remember, I love you like crazy. I am so proud of you. And you know what? You matter. I'll see you next week. Bye.